What is good? What is good, guys? I am live. Let's wait for some people to get in here real quick before I get started. I'm going to go ahead and just tweet out the link. If you can hear me, let me know. About to tweet out the link. We're going to do a quick Q&A with the NBA being back. And boy, am I excited. Ooh, man, this feels like this just, I mean, it is crazy. It's been so long. Such a good feeling to have the NBA back, folks. So I just wanted to come on, just quickly do a quick live stream. I'll probably be on here for about like 10, 15 minutes, take some questions from you guys, talk about my predictions, and finally get on out of here. All right. So I guess we'll wait for a few more people to get in here. But just want to point out that I do have my prediction video live. Okay. It is up now. You guys can go check it out. I gave my picks for who's going to win the championship, who's making it to the Western and Eastern Conference Finals, who is getting the 8th spot on both conferences. So I did all that. I see you guys now in the chat. What is going on? Kiki, JJ, Victor, Oladipo. He's actually back. That is not the real Victor Oladipo. I wish it was. Who's a dark horse team? That's a good question. So I'm going to get to all these questions real quick. Just want to wait for a few more folks to get in here, but also I just want to give my quick thoughts on the NBA season, right? So the NBA season being back, I love it, right? Love it. I'm sad, obviously, the Bulls are not in it, folks. Okay, I'm very sad. But here's the thing. We have to just enjoy what we can for now. And what come next season, whenever it is, in December, whatever, we'll worry about the Bulls then. And by the way, I just got a notification on my phone from Bleacher Report, which says Bulls concerned with management. Okay? Anonymous player, growing concern that no player is really being listened to by the organization. So I might talk about this in another video, but just want to point that out. That just came across my phone. By the way, follow me on Twitter, guys. So what is going on, guys? I see you in the chat. So real quick, what we're going to do here is I'm just going to go through a couple of my quick thoughts on the NBA being back and then take some questions from you guys and get on out of here, right? Very quick, very short and sweet. So quick thoughts. Let's answer a question, right? Who's a dark horse team? To me, this is a great question because I have a very, very specific team that I am very confident about. That's a dark horse team. It is in the Eastern Conference, and that is the Philadelphia 76ers, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers are stacked. Okay, people don't understand this. This team is super stacked. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, Josh Richardson. By the way, Al Horford's coming off the bench. Matisse Thybulle, their rookie, a defensive specialist. Furkan Korkmaz, great sharpshooter. The Sixers are legit, and I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if the Sixers come out of the East. They have that talent. I have them going to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks, but I do have them losing to the Bucks. Who do you think the Lakers are taking it all? Great question, Ron. Yeah, so here are my predictions, okay? Essentially, in the Eastern Conference, I have the 8 teams right now that have the playoff spots, keeping their playoff spots. The 9th seed, the Wizards, they're not going to get in, folks. Bradley Beal's not playing for them. They really have nobody. They have guys like Ish Smith and Shabazz Napier as their best players. I like Rui Hachimura, the rookie, but they're not doing anything. So here's how the standings shake out for the East. Obviously, we've got the Bucks at number 1, Raptors at 2, Celtics at 3, Heat at 4, Pacers 5, Sixers 6, Brooklyn at 7, Orlando Magic 8, and Wizards 9. Wizards are not making it, so we've got our 8 playoff teams. I do think the Magic will jump over the Nets for the 7th spot because the Nets really have nobody left as a scorer besides Karis LeVert. We all know Spencer Dinwiddie's sitting out, KD's been out, Kyrie's out. But I don't see the East changing much, okay? So I don't have the Wizards making it, and I have the Magic in the 8th spot. In the West, though, okay, in the Western Conference, I have the Blazers getting the 8th spot over the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, right now the Grizzlies are in the 8th spot. I have the Blazers taking over them. folks, the Blazers are no joke. Do you guys remember what the Blazers did last year and for a few years now? They've been a playoff contender every year. And the only reason this year they obviously fell out of it for a little bit was because they lost a lot of players, including their starting center, Yusuf Nurkic, who is now back. Okay? So they're actually starting Yusuf Nurkic and Hassan Whiteside, who people forget they got this year. They're starting two centers in the front court, which is crazy. I don't know how that's going to work against fast teams, but you got Nurkic back. Zach Collins is back. So we're talking about our starting five of Dame, CJ, Carmelo Anthony, who they picked up, Hassan Whiteside, and Yusuf Nurkic. That's pretty good. So I like the Blazers to take the 8th spot. Look, the Grizzlies are nice. Ja Morant, he's going to win Rookie of the Year, but I just don't think they're there yet. Let's give them a little bit more time. And that's why I feel like the Blazers got it. The Pelicans can also do it as well, but to me, I'm going with the Blazers. And then when we're talking about the Eastern and Western Conference, look, I'm not going to do first, second round right now because of the fact that we don't know the full seedings yet. I will be doing a video once the 8 regular season games are over and we know how seeding works. But basically, in the Western Conference, I have the Lakers and Clippers. Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, I have the Bucks and the Sixers. Again, do not sleep on the Sixers. In fact, before the restart, my initial prediction when we had the initial season before it stopped was and Sixers actually winning the title. Okay, that's what I had, believe it or not. But I've changed that to now I've got the Lakers coming out of the West. I've got the Bucks coming out of the East, and I've got the Lakers winning the NBA championship in 6 games. So LeBron James does win MVP, wins his 4th NBA title, and obviously this is a great way, obviously, for the Lakers to commemorate the late great Kobe Bryant. Though I'm not picking them to win because of that, but it certainly helps. But why are the Lakers better than the Clippers? Right? That's what everybody wants to know. Everybody's picking the Clippers. Look, Clippers are a deeper team. They are. But the Lakers have the better duo. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are better than Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They just are, okay? And so you've got the better duo. And now with the Lakers' latest pickups, I know they lost Avery Bradley and Rajon Rondo, but Deion Waiters and J.R. Smith are looking good. I've watched a couple of these scrimmages. They're looking pretty decent, folks. So don't sleep on the Lakers' depth. They've got good guys off the bench, Kyle Kuzma, Dwight Howard. Like I said, Alex Caruso, J.R. Smith. So they are deep. Not as deep as the Clippers, but they are deep. But in the playoffs, it all comes down to your main guys because you're running a shorter rotation. So that's why I'm telling you, I will take LeBron James and Anthony Davis over Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Who is stopping Anthony Davis on the Lakers? Please tell me that. Montrezl Harrell, Ivica Zubac, Joakim Noah, though I love Joakim. No shade to Joakim, obviously, being a Bulls fan. Watched Joakim a lot of years, and I'm so happy for him. And I probably should be rooting for the Clippers because of the Bulls' love within me, but nobody's stopping Anthony Davis on that team. They're just not, okay? So, to me, that's why I've got the Lakers winning against the Clippers, and then finally against the Bucks. Look, it's pretty easy in a way to stop Giannis when Toronto just showed you how to do it last year. Toronto literally showed you just clog the paint. Lakers got AD, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. They have so many long, lanky, big defenders to just put in the paint and just tell Giannis you have to shoot to beat us. And Giannis not going to beat you out shooting. So to me, I have the Lakers. So that's basically who I have winning the championship. Again, my pick preseason was Clippers and Sixers, with the Sixers winning. So I'm changing that. But I will be pissed off if the Clippers and Sixers end up being the finals matchup. But anyway, so let's take a few questions now that we've got my picks out of the way. And also, let me give you my my award predictions as well. What up, Faiz? What's going on, guys? I see you guys in the chat. Thank you for checking in. So I was just saying, I got Lakers, Bucks in the finals, and Lakers winning in 6. Let me give you my quick award predictions. Coach of the Year, Nick Nurse, what he has done with the Raptors. And by the way, with the Raptors, I don't know what everybody's seeing, the hype with the Raptors. Like, everybody thinks the Raptors are going to go far. Folks, the Raptors lost their best player in Kawhi Leonard. I get it. Pascal Siakam has been phenomenal this year, and they're the 2nd seed. But I'm taking the Bucks over them. I'm taking the Heat over them. I'm taking the Celtics over them. And I'm taking the Sixers over them. I really am. I don't see the hype with the Raptors. Last year, yeah, they won, but that's because KD got hurt and Klay Thompson got hurt. So I'm just saying I don't see the hype with the Raptors. I don't think they'll get past the Bucks. But yeah, Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year, he does deserve credit for them as exceeding expectations. Rookie of the Year, it's Ja Morant. Zion Williamson would have won it, but Ja Morant obviously has played the full season. Zion hasn't. Then we have Most Improved Player, Bam Adebayo. He was my preseason pick. He's going to win the award, I believe. Broke out all-star season this year. Brandon Ingram's another great pick for sure. And so for me, that's who I have. Sixth man of the year, I got Montrezl Harrell, 18-7 off the bench for the Clippers. He's been unreal, better than Lou Williams, who is another candidate. But I got Montrezl Harrell. The Clippers really don't have any bigs besides him. So without Montrezl Harrell doing what he does, the Clippers are as good as they are. Who else do I have? We have a super chat in here. Thank you guys. Submit a super chat and I'll answer your questions right away. Do you believe the Rockets can make the finals? Daniel Evans is asking. Daniel, great question. Let me take a sip real quick here before I answer that. Can they make the finals? Yes, they can, but I would put a very small percentage of that there. I'm probably going to say 5% chance the Rockets have making the finals. So the Rockets are yin-yang when everyone's yanging, right? They're going one way when everyone's going the other way with their small ball. I'll tell you this much about the Rockets. They have the potential to explode unlike other teams that you can say. When James Harden is on and Russell Westbrook's on and their three-point shots are going, they will blow any team out of the building. But they're very reliant on that. And so, again, you live by the three, you die by the three. And so that's the problem with the Houston Rockets. And then size, again, it's a big issue. If you go small, what happens when you go up against the Lakers and you got to play Anthony Davis? What happens when you go up against the Jazz and you got to guard Rudy Gobert? What happens when you go up against these bigs and they just abuse you down low? So to me, PJ Tucker, Robert Covington, these guys are not going to be able to just handle that. And so to me, I can't see the Rockets making the finals. I do think they will get to the second round, potentially, depending on how seeding matches up, but I just don't see them. Honestly, I wish they would have kept Chris Paul because I think they would have had a better chance to go farther, honestly. So thank you for the super chat. But I answer a couple more questions here. Hopefully that answers the question, Daniel. So back to my award predictions. Most improved, I said I have Bam Adebayo. And then another award I have is, let's see, I did Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player. I've got MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Look, folks, it's not close between him and LeBron. People think it is. I'm a LeBron fan, but Giannis has better numbers, better record, and those are the two most important things you need for the MVP. And LeBron James is a guy on his own team that's averaging more points, more rebounds, more blocks, more steals than LeBron. The only thing he's beating him in is assists, which is Anthony Davis. So you can't win MVP when you don't even statistically dominate your own team, and he can't grade on a curve just because he's in year 17, which is still unreal, but you just can't. So MVP is going to Giannis, but the award that I'm pissed off about that is also going to go to Giannis, which shouldn't, is Defensive Player of the Year. It should literally be Anthony Davis. He's got better defensive numbers than Giannis, but they're going to give it to Giannis, I guess, because he's leading in defensive rating or whatnot. So to me, I'm not a fan of that, but I guess that it is what it is. Sixth man of the year, I said Montrezl Harrell, so I said that already. I'm missing a couple more awards here that I'm trying to remember. Another super chat, Levante, judging if LA wins the title, do you see AD coming home and forming a super team with Giannis and Bradley Beal? So you're saying if the Lakers win the title this year, do I see Anthony Davis coming to the Bulls and forming a super team with Giannis and Bradley Beal? Is that your question, Levante? Because if that is, that is a lot to ask here. And no, I don't see that happening. If the Lakers win the championship, Anthony Davis is going to stay with the Lakers. The Bulls right now are in the first phase of a rebuild. They are not going to be an attractive spot for free agents unless you just clear out the entire team and you kind of do like obviously what the Heat did where they brought in like 2 to 3 free agents at once, right? And you have to get the requisite cap space for that. And so to me, it's too unreal to expect that to happen. And just because, like I said, if Anthony Davis wins the title in LA, I think he's going to want to stay there. It's going to give him more incentive. I think Anthony Davis will be more incentivized to leave if they don't win the championship. So if he wins the title in LA, they're staying. He's staying, okay? Yeah, AD and Giannis play the same position. Yeah, so that's another issue as well. So like I said, I don't see that happening, but great question, and submit a super chat for having your question answered as well. Just let me finish out the award predictions that I had. So I gave you guys my MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Sixth Man, and I think Most Improved. Yeah, so Rookie of the Year, John Morant, Coach of the Year, Nick Nurse, Sixth Man, Montrezl Harrell, Most Improved, Bam Adebayo, Defensive Player of the Year, Anthony Davis, and MVP, Giannis. Okay, so let me take a couple of questions here for the next couple of minutes, and then I'll get out of here. So let's scroll up here. So you think the Lakers are taking it all? Yes, I do. I have the Lakers winning the championship in 6 games over the Milwaukee Bucks. Opinion on the Oladipo rumors. I'm not sure which rumors you are referring to. Victor Oladipo not returning. Which rumors? I'm not sure. Wizards fan here, just watching to see development, to be honest, will be a sleeper team next year. Yeah, I feel bad for Wizards fans because it's like, yeah, we got invited to the bubble. Well, what's the freaking point? Right? What's the point? Because nobody on the team has a chance to do anything. I mean, Rui Hachimura, I told you I like him. He's decent. But outside of that, the Wizards don't have a lot. I mean, they need to figure out what to do with Bradley Beal, what's going to happen with John Wall when he comes back. So, again, it's tough for the Wizards. I feel for you Wizards fans. I think the Raptors can make a run, but I don't know if they'll be able to put it together. Yeah, look, the Raptors, to me, I don't see how you lose your best player and get to the same spot or even better. This is like when the Bulls lost Michael Jordan and we expected them to win a championship, right, in 94, 95. Now they did make the playoffs, and Scottie Pippen had a monster year that year, but there is a ceiling, okay? Pascal Siakam is Scottie Pippen. Kawhi was Michael Jordan. Not literally. Don't freak out here, guys. Just a comparison. But the Raptors lost Mike and Kawhi, and you're expecting Siakam, who's Scottie Pippen, who's a damn good player, to lead them to a championship and compete. I don't see it, okay? I don't see it. They will get maybe to the second. They could get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They could, but they'll lose to Milwaukee. Another super chat. Appreciate you, David, for the super chat. He just sent an emo. Cool. Appreciate that. Okay, Victor, with the super chat. The rumors he's unhappy with the Pacers front office. Interesting. I had not heard about that, actually, that Victor Oladipo is unhappy. But he shouldn't be unhappy. Victor Oladipo has been hurt this whole time. He's the one that is causing the Pacers more issues because of the fact that he can't stay healthy. Now, I know it's not his fault, but I don't know why Victor Oladipo would be unhappy with the Pacers when the Pacers have done everything right. I'm telling you right now, they have done everything right. So to me, I don't understand. They have good pieces. I don't know why Victor Oladipo would be unhappy. Going up against a big, you can think about it, but at this point, Tyson Chandler's washed up. I mean, he had a good career. He really did, but he's washed up at this point. Let's see here. Rockets offense can go off, but they won't be able to stop dominant bigs. Yeah, that's the big problem with the Rockets. Harden gets you 40, but what are you going to do when you can't stop anybody on the other end? What are your thoughts on the second bubble that may happen in Chicago? I love it. It gives you these teams some time to pretty much get themselves together, right, and have some basketball before they have to go back. Because if we think about it, the next time we could potentially see the Bulls play, I'm just using the Bulls as an example, from when we left them off in March, could be December. So you're talking about March to April to May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 10 months without playing any sort of organized basketball. That's a lot. So I like the second bubble in Chicago. It's supposed to happen in September. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see here. A couple more guys. I'm on here for about 2 to 3 more minutes. If you want any more questions answered right away, do a super chat. I'm trying to answer some questions. Do you think if the Nuggets were to play Bowl like they did during the scrimmages, they will be a possible championship contender. Yeah, the Nuggets are interesting, guys. I've been watching the scrimmages a lot. Bowl has been looking, he has been looking like a gem, like they found another gem. And I remember that draft, and a lot of people, including myself, were saying, a team should take a chance on Bowl, man. I wanted the Bulls to take a chance on him, but he was just looked at as a developmental prospect. But this is what separates the good organizations from the great ones. You take a look and you find those gems. And the Nuggets are the perfect team where they just stash away these guys. They did it with Michael Porter Jr., now they're doing it with the Bowl. But to answer your question, Victor, of if I think the Nuggets are possible championship contenders, I think they're a fringe contender. I think they need somebody besides Jokic to really step up, whether that's a Jamal Murray, a Will Barton, a Millsap. You need a secondary guy, and I just don't see one right now. Could it be Bowl? Sure, but it's way too early right now. Way too early. Can't wait until Wall returns. He's looking great in practices. Yeah, I can't wait till John Wall's back, honestly. When would training camp or regular season start for the next season, 2020, 2021? So great question. Basically, the regular season next year would start in December. They were saying about December 25th, around Christmas time. Well, they said December 1st, but the Players Association said that's probably unlikely. So December 25th. And as far as the training camp, that would probably be, I think, October, November-ish. Another super chat from Victor Oladipo. Next NBA Dynasty. Good question. So once LeBron retires, Lakers out of the picture. Clippers would still be competing here. The Warriors could be good with Steph and Clay back. Yeah, the Pelicans are a good pick. I was going to say the Nuggets could be if they acquire. Like, if the Nuggets got another piece, man, they would be really good. I don't see the Bucks or anybody in the East. Maybe the Sixers. That's a tough question. Dynasty is tough for me to say. I think the Clippers are going to be good for a while if Kawhi and PG stay there. Again, the key word is stay there. But Pelicans are a great answer as well. I think they could, do some things. But to me, I'd probably say between Clippers or Pelicans are in the mix, Nuggets are in the mix, and maybe the Sixers as well. Let's see here. A couple more questions. Do I think Derrick Rose will be a Hall of Famer? Unfortunately, I don't. I just feel like Derrick Rose had too short of a peak where he was able to do what he did. Again, if it was a little longer, I think he would have. But again, I'm not saying it's a hard no. It's probably like a 51-49 for me. Actually, 60-40, no, yes. Honestly, do you think the Bulls will have a new coach next season? I do. I still expect them to. And I'm going to make a video about this. I know everybody's angry about Jim Boylan and the fact that he's still not fired, but I'm telling you, be patient. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. What would Kawhi have to do to surpass LeBron all time? I don't think he can. Like, literally, I don't think it's possible. But if he wants to surpass LeBron all time, he would have to win more championships than LeBron James, which he's got 2 right now. He would have to win more MVPs than LeBron James, which he's not going to. That's LeBron James has 4 MVPs. Kawhi Leonard has 0. So it's not going to happen. He has to win more MVPs. Do you see Anthony Davis coming to the Bulls at some point in his career? Possibly. Maybe when he's on the back end of his career, when he's a little washed up, but not in his prime. I don't see it happening. So there you have it, guys. Again, I can't wait. If you guys have not grabbed my course, I'm also playing FanDuel today, DFS for the slate. So if you guys want my picks, reach out to me. I will send those to you guys as well. Just message me on Twitter, Instagram. Follow me on there as well, guys. I can't wait. Pelicans Jazz tonight, Lakers Clippers. I will be tweeting out the game live. Make sure to follow me. I can't wait. The NBA is back. Thank you guys so much for joining